الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله.
that law would be implemented. Your Excellency, thank you very much. And your legacy is going to be permanently embedded in the DNA of the people of this region and the neighborhood, for those living and for those not yet born. Your Excellency, our program is going to run as follows. Shortly, I'm going to invite the chairperson of NRM of the district to give us an account of the district health in a summary form. After which, we shall invite the regional chairperson of NRM to come and talk to you, bid you farewell out of the region, but at the same time, invite you to come and talk to the people of Napak. But before that, Your Excellency, allow me to introduce the national leaders who are here, and then after which I will invite the people to speak. We have Honorable Oki John Baptist, the regional vice chairperson of NRM. You are most welcome, Bwana Loki. We have government ministers here present. We have Honorable Okeris Peter, the Minister for Karamoja Affairs. We have Honorable Amala Florence Nambozo, Minister of State for Karamoja. We have Honorable Balam Balugahare, Minister for Youth Affairs and Children. We have Honorable Akelo Rose Lily, Minister for Ethics. Your Excellency, we also have the local leaders present. We have the chairman of NRM, Malik Longole Guti. We have the RDC, Mr. Odong Milton. We have members of parliament who at the same time are the flag bearers, Honorable Peter Ken Lokap. We have Honorable John Bosco Ngoya from Bokora. We have the woman MP, Honorable Faith Nakut Loru. We have the LC5 chairman, John Paul Codet. We have the mayor of Moroto who has been here to witness, Mr. Muhammad Isma. Your Excellency, we have the guarantors of peace on behalf of the state, the generals who are here and the members of the security team. We have Lieutenant General James Nakibus Lakara. We have General Guti Andrew. Thank you very much for coming. We have Kano Changungu, the division commander. We have the ASTU commander, Mr. Chemsto Francis. And we have SSP Ahmed Madiri, the RPC of Mount Moroto region. We have Major James Kataranje, the RISO of South Karamoja. And we have SSP Mangeni Geoffrey, the regional prisons commander. And we have the ambassador to Rome, Madame Elizabeth Paula Napeyok. Your Excellency, there are many musicians here who have been accompanying you throughout the whole Karamoja region. At an appropriate time, Your Excellency, we shall go into quest for a photo opportunity as you exit Karamoja, so that will be a remaining legacy of what has happened here. With those few remarks, may I invite the chairman of NRM to come and give a brief account, a summarized account of what NRM has done and the gains that we are here to protect and witness. Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, Yoweri Museveni, the President of the Republic of Uganda, and Mama Janet, the Minister for Education, members of SEC, Central Executive Committee, all ministers who are here, Secretary General, members of parliament, members of the diplomatic mission, RDCs, district leaders, security, dear voters, and all protocol observed. My name is Longole Mark Guti, the NRM chairman for Napak District. Allow me to extend the warm greetings to His Excellency and Mama Janet from the people of Napak District. We take this opportunity to appreciate your visionary leadership under the National Resistance Movement, which has delivered tangible progress across all sectors of development in Napak from the time NRM started operating. Through the government interventions, the district has registered remarkable transformation in education, health, roads, agriculture, water, energy, and security. The achievements are directly advanced the NRM 2021-2026 manifesto, commitment of securing your future. We registered the following gains that we would like to protect in the next term. Under the economic empowerment programs and wealth creation, PDM, we received a total of 17.83 billion, and we have registered beneficiaries 17,830 persons who belong to 57 SACCOs. Under the MEOGA, we also have 1,068 billion, which registered beneficiaries of 859 persons. This is where we have 34 SACCOs. Under the Youth Livelihood Program, we also received as a district 1.66 billion, and we have registered 2,970 youth who have benefited from this program. Under the Women Entrepreneurship Program, we also received 973 million, where we have 1,820 women who are beneficiaries. Under the Social Grant Assistance Program, SAGE, for the elderly, we received 22.04 billion, where we have 4,758 elders who are the beneficiaries. Allow me to mention that we have a total of, under education, we have a total of 62 primary schools, 30 government, 24 government, and 8 private schools. And these are all the achievements we like to protect in the gains, and we like to thank Your Excellency for this good work. Under the health sector, we have 19 health centers and 1 missionary hospital. And this has raised us to 57% of the staffing in those health centers. And we would like to thank you for the good work in those areas. Under roads and infrastructure, we have had a lot in terms of our roads being tarmacked and connected to the national grid, Soroti-Moroto Road, and we have got other roads that are maintained under the district. Agriculture and irrigation. We thank you for giving us the water dam, which is Areshek, which belongs to Napak. This has benefited Napak people in terms of livestock and also irrigation and fishing. We'd like to thank you for that, and we have got 27 farmers groups that are benefiting from these micro-scale irrigation schemes. Under water and sanitation, we have piped water in 3 town councils where we are able to enjoy the safe drinking water. Under energy and electricity, we have got 4 town councils that have been connected with electrification, and we'd like to thank you for that. Under peace, security, and governance, Your Excellency, we'd like to thank you for the good work in terms of reinstating peace and security in Karamoja through the disarmament And in that regard, we have registered over 100, we have registered over 2,114 youth reformed warriors that have benefited from the government programs under the peace and security, where they have gained and received 2,964 iron sheets. We thank you for the establishment of the 403 Brigade with the 2 battalions and 54 detaches across the district. Under the scaling hub, we'd like to thank you, Your Excellency. This scaling hub has supported young people in Karamoja in various aspects, tailoring, bakery, and now we have a number of beneficiaries here who have actually enrolled and have graduated, and they are now engaged in different businesses within Napak District. However, we'd like also to thank you again, Your Excellency, for supporting those who graduated, the 86 youth who graduated from the skilling hub with the Uganda shilling 50 million that is earmarked to support their income generating activities and also to boost their enterprises. Your Excellency, as we prepare to transition into the 2026-2031 manifesto cycle under the theme Protecting the Gains, the people of Napak have entrusted me to raise the following as their request to you. 1, we propose the creation of the Iriri district from Napak as a mother district. The current vastness of Napak district stains service delivery, and we have a population of 211,000 covered in Napak district, and therefore there is a need for us to have a separate district named as Iriri district. We request for the district government hospital. Currently, Napak relies so much on Matany, which is a private hospital, and so to reduce the burden, we are seeking for the district government hospital to be established in Napak district because of its population and also because of the increasing population and households in the district. We also propose the restocking of households affected during the disarmament exercise. We thank you for the Usalama Wawote program, which has changed the number of young people, the mindset of young people, and reinstated the peace in Karamoja. And therefore, we would like to seek for the restocking of the households that were affected during the disarmament exercise, looking at the prevailing peace. We are also seeking for the construction of Kangole-Lotome Bridge. This bridge, once constructed, it will serve a population of 14,560 people because there are so many institutions that are locked up outside that Lotome area because of the poor weather. And therefore, we request for your support in ensuring that the construction of Kangole-Lotome Bridge is done. We are seeking for strengthening of youth and reformed circles. We have, because of the prevailing peace, the youth and the reformed warriors have formed a number of circles, including the district leaders. So we are seeking for your support to boost most of these circles, Omaniman's Cooperative Society, Matany Cooperative Society, and many others. We have like around 34 circles with a boost of 2.5 billion so that it will act as a revolving fund for most of the youth. Agriculture and mechanization and provision of tractors to farmers. We have 14 farmers. Due to the peace and security, many of our people are now embarking on the agriculture, which is a backbone for this country. Therefore, we are seeking for the provision of 14 tractors to equip farmers and boosting the agricultural sector. Your Excellency, under the energy and electrification, we appreciate your support in terms of extending electricity to most of the rural communities in the Napak District. We are therefore seeking that we extend it to other remaining sub-counties of the district, like Apetolim, Poron, Nabwal, and also others that are still pending. Your Excellency, we have also had a long-standing land dispute between Teso and Karamoja, Napak and its neighbors. This is where we are seeking for your intervention in terms of fast-tracking the issue of the ongoing border boundary opening. And this is where we seek for your support to ensure that we coexist together. The people of Napak are also requesting for the degazettement of part of the wildlife land for settlement and agriculture due to the interest now which is brought in by peace and security. Under the compensation of land offered to 403 Brigade in Matany Sub-County, Your Excellency, the people of Matany Sub-County have had over six years without this compensation made to them. And therefore, we are seeking for the speedy process to make sure that the compensation process to ensure fairness, promote harmonious civil-military relations, and strengthen community confidence in government programs is ensured. Your Excellency, there is need to consider this an area for consideration for appointments to national commissions. We greatly appreciate the appointments extended to capable leaders at the local level. In the spirit of leveraging the wealth of talent from Napak District, we respectively respect your kind consideration for the appointment of, I'm just summarizing, of the following: Luke Lokuda Lokolimoy, former Chief Administrative Officer; Ms. Milgan Locham, former Member of Parliament; Robert Lochap; Dr. Ngorok Johnson, to be considered in some of those areas. As a reminder of the promises, as I make my last remarks, Your Excellency, I wish to draw to your attention certain pledges made during the previous electoral period that remain outstanding, which, if fulfilled, would signify advance development and livelihoods in Napak District. During the Central Executive Committee vetting held on the 21st of August, and in line with your wise guidance and advice, I graciously stepped down in consideration for appointment as Assistant Commissioner. However, to date, I haven't received that appointment. I moved to most offices. Until now, I've never got any feedback in regard to that appointment until I gave up. The other one is a reminder on the amount of money worth Uganda shillings 650 million, which was promised to boost Matany Hospital in the last elections, and which was mentioned in this same ground. Therefore, we'd like to seek for your support in the speedy process on that area. Also, the issue of the Lopei Dam construction and desilting, you made a directive, and would like to really remind you for that. Your Excellency, the people and the leaders of Napak District convey deep gratitude for your continued support, guidance, and investment in the region's transformation, and would like to continue supporting the NRM, and would like to thank you for that, and we will overwhelmingly support and vote you in these coming elections. Thank you.
NRM Oye! NRM Oye! May I therefore this time recognize the presence of Honorable Nyakun, Honorable Mirigalos Locham, and the Honorable Uma Modesta from the NRM Secretariat. Mr. Chairman, talk to the people and invite His Excellency to address the people.
NRM Oye! NRM Oye! Museveni Oye! Mama Janet oye. Napak oye. Alakar no oye nkumai. Alakar Karamojong. Your Excellency, I will not follow the salutation by citing all the members that are here. I associate with the protocol that was already mentioned in the interest of time because there is rain coming. Your Excellency, my name is Loki John Baptist. I'm the National Vice Chairperson for Karamoja. I would like to join the people of Napak and all the leaders of Karamoja to welcome you and Mama to Matany grounds. Your Excellency, I'm constrained to welcome you in an area where you're a resident. You're a resident of Matany, so we are also welcoming you to Matany sub-county. Your Excellency, there is nothing much we are going to talk today. This is the climax of enjoyment. This is a climax of celebration because we are celebrating the achievements of NRM in the previous Kisanja. The chairman of NRM has ably presented the achievements of NRM, which constitutes the gains that we are supposed to protect. And I know, Your Excellency, you will come and give us more highlights, both of the achievements of the previous manifesto and the next manifesto of 2026 to 2031. But otherwise, the people of Matany, the people of Napak gave you 94%. And they are saying, you being one of them, you being a person, a resident of Napak, they will push that percentage from 94 to as close as possible to 100%. They want to dislodge Nabilatu, which was the top scorer in the 2021 elections with 97.8%. So, Your Excellency, this is the only way people are saying they will thank you for the good leadership, the strategic leadership that you have given, and the will that you have shown the people of Karamoja, who were neglected from past governments. It is only an NRM government that has your leadership, Your Excellency, that has recognized Karamoja and given Karamoja the support it deserves in order to catch up with the rest of the country. Your Excellency, I want to assure you that Karamoja is for you. We are better with NRM. We are better with His Excellency Yoweri Museveni. Therefore, we are not going to allow opposition parties to mislead us from electing and supporting our leader. Otherwise, Your Excellency, because of the weather, we want to save time for you to talk to your people. I therefore take this opportunity to invite you to come and address the gathering. Thank you. NRM oye! NRM oye! Kiwa kakidinai, abendera, eja uteka the coat, bu ito limako na krot, ena ebunto ringen. Ikiyeni onda data ma ebunto ria the coat. Ara ina kinwan, akrong ne tiya pukan na kaya NRM, akiya uningi karumkan, kangulu cheda angulungon, alunyari, kanabo alimoko ne ona tamar, yeye na yauneta kana kapukan aloto man karumkan. Ule ponta la ngaren e polo kowan akronu akirar iborigni chamita pukan akitiya ke Karamojong aloto man karunglu e ponta la ngaren nai woni Karamojong ude ankumai orba kidi jagata ya pukan na kana rayam orba kidi jagata President Yoweri Museveni otere torba kidi reka pulna Uganda ikala karnoi
Mata Karamojong, Arakaranoi, okay. The Vice Chairman of NRM Karamoja,
Olo igwapiti ingevi akadhikout ana NRM to ye Karamoja.
All the other leaders
Ekari ko dada uluka pukan.
and the people of Napak.
Ngetunga Napak.
Let Mama greet you, then I will also speak after that.
Mata Karamoja. Mata Napak. Oh, this is blessing. This is God's blessing. Please remember that. The rain is a blessing.
Gemalate da kemate da dadang. Da kitala karti adi apanare lalak.
I have been trying to remind the Karamojong that NRM is the government for Karamoja.
Ebalaki mat achamta limoke ni Karamojong etianye etia temare. Apukani ngena lo Karamojong ingezi ngena ke NRM.
God has used this president and the NRM government to bring the peace that is in Karamoja now and in the whole of Uganda.
Apukani ngena abu yau ekivili Karamojong etianye etia ka Uganda da dang.
So all Ugandan adults have a responsibility to protect this peace and unity for the continuation of development of Uganda.
Ichika kenta na ingetunga Uganda da dang. Akituar akirichit atemar nyiriang akini na bo ngona adawo na dukun toruba ki Uganda itirai eyai kidinga kidil.
That is why the movement manifesto says that we are to protect the gains and take a qualitative leap to the transformation of Uganda.
Ingezi na yaba kare ngone lovikinto ngona egirir. Ngone lovikinto NRM aloto maki wona ga atemar emaikina owe kivi owe woni atangu na jwak ngona dawoni azubakin. Nye kutor na bokau potere oloto no oi ezi yona yakokop alok ngarin.
Therefore remember, all of you, please remember, we all have the responsibility to vote for this president and all the NRM leaders.
Angunu nai rai kichika kinta wanda adang azeun kaki makin ekazikot president kamulu angamende rai keng da adang.
So that God can build on what we do to truly transform Uganda for the good of all of us.
Otere nai okilozi ngaren ikitia ngona itiao anguna ka akitogogong eyere ngola jokon anakwapa Uganda.
God bless Napak, God bless Karamoja, and God bless Uganda.
Yoma maka kuju Karamojong Napak ka Uganda.
Noi. Alakala noi.
Malataka mat.
I am a cattle keeper. I don't fear the rain.
Awala kazikot ara ingeze ke yoko nyange baren nya keri tingeze limilim.
In Ntungamo, where I come from, we had both cows and crops.
Abala kazikot enya ka uritere ngezi ni boko Ntungamo eyakazi ngebaren kangi mwa.
And when it rains and you abandon the cows to go and get shelter, the cows will go into people's gardens.
Abala ani raye ke yokon. Ido ani edo yakiru. To matari yo to loto to mech. Elode tenge baren to lo madelo mani kwari.
And it's a very serious offense.
Ara ina bo berengi ade chun tara ade chun ache.
They are showing you my cows.
Odot na bo ngakro ngun alemutu tu ngakro.
I've been looking after those cows since I was age of 4. I've been looking after those cows since the age of 4.
Bala atunguna ayakari ngevi ame onya karunga to manikani kauni ango mon ayakari ngevi ngabari ngatu.
Now I am here with Mama and members from the Central Committee and the NRM Secretariat to present to you the highlights of the manifesto of the NRM.
Bala ngevi ngetonga ngulu ke NRM ulu cholongita na kui ka ngevi aloki dia ama iki ya tokona ngareni kui ka pei kankari kok ngulu ka pukani ngulu ke NRM dadam.
The manifesto for 2026-2031.
Ngona egirir ameuni ekaru logo olo ewere logo baka atomoni unike pei.
In that manifesto, we are covering the last 40 years, what we have done and what we intend to do.
Abalangevi ngona egirir na papa arai ngona adaragino yage ona kitiya kamuna encha elodikinto ya kitiya aloru alupe alangarini alu.
And there are 7 contributions NRM has done to Uganda in those 40 years.
Alato amankarunga tomo ni omwan. Eya ni peludine inkanikari. Mula adao NRM angetakin.
The first contribution is what you call in Karamoja Ekivil.
Epelu olo ke kingarin. Ole rikakin. Arai monake Ekivil. Oya kauna kwap.
This is what many people have been talking about.
Akro ngona iroro dinga tuangulu ala la kanguno ko buniete arai ngona kamunto Ekivil.
There were a lot of arguments how to handle Karamoja. Others were saying we should leave the guns to you so that you keep fighting with the Turkanas and even among yourselves, Matheniko, Bokora, GA, Dodoth, Pian fighting, Pokot. I said no, this is suicide. This is genocide. You want these people to be finished.
Anageunet abutala la riepeget atamari. Ikoki nyonga kranga tomia na la Karamoja. Toba ka dingiche. Ebe kimia ke den Karamoja anga tomian yuria rotori aloto man keche moy. Emoy ngule amari alimito ni Turkana. Ulu alimito ya ngupe, ulu alimito ngulu ula etopoda. To kijete inaboda aloto man epeyane.
I said, let them get the guns, bring the guns, we shall defend them against the Turkanas and those from Kenya and South Sudan.
Abunanga tema, akila kimyeki na temari. Kimyeki na ngatomian to munyaro to ringetunga. Abunga tema, ole madinga tomian, bua pukwan, kiganga ngetunga ki uria ngemoy, ula alo Kenya, ula alo Sudan.
You have now seen the results.
I
want to thank everybody who was involved in supporting that disarmament. I remember we had a function at Kangole where very many guns were handed over there. I remember that function. I think it was the elders who organized it.
Abala atamuti ngevya pe kolongita yakaya kangwele ina ekobunera ngatomian bala yanka diko ayeye atali ngola aponi kitia la kangwele ngola ichone nata ngatomian ngona lala. And
the women for Karamoja peace, I remember those women.
Atamuti la bonge ngaberu ngona ke ekizili ngona Karamoja ngona yakade.
And recently we had the Karachunas who came out and the young people like Natuk and Angolele, they helped me so much.
Ani na lo ruwa lu pialu apoto ngidorok ngula bokoi nkabo munok. So bo ayeto anya bokoi na tuku judi otido Angolere atala karti ngidorok lu no.
This is achievement number one, contribution number 1 to Uganda by NRM.
Pelu wala angeta ke NRM ngolo ingareni ingeli ngolo.
And it's not only a peace in Karamoja here, even other parts of Uganda.
Mere Karamoja ngobon peri to kana Napak na Uganda da dang.
The conflict between Langi Acholi against West Nile against Langi Acholi.
Guri ngola iya ikidingi ngilango ya kanka chol ngika chol kangulu ka arua ngulo ya unia boko to angolol.
The conflict between Teso and Karamoja. The conflict between Karamoja and Bugisu and Sebei. And even the conflict between north and south of Uganda, because there was also that conflict.
Uganda
NRM does not accept sectarianism. We despise sectarianism. I am a wealth creator. I despise sectarianism. I've been looking after my ancestors' cattle since the age of 4. And I owe nothing to nobody. I depend on myself. So all I want from other Ugandans is that if they can buy my milk and my beef and my bananas, that's all I want from them. And anybody who buys my milk or my beef or my bananas is helping me to be rich. So I'm very happy with all Ugandans. So I don't care about their religion, about their tribes. Those are their personal issues. I'm glad the NRM accepted this ideology of patriotism, Pan-Africanism, and socio-economic transformation. So this is contribution number 1 to Uganda by the NRM. Ekidil. You call it Ekidil here, I am told. Contribution number 2 is Octopor Aquap. And this has got 2 parts. There is economic infrastructure on the one hand and social infrastructure on the other hand. And economic infrastructure means the roads, electricity, the telephones, piped water, and in some parts of the country, the railway.
ene lozi ewoi.
Therefore, here in Karamoja, you can check how much have we achieved of that economic infrastructure.
Ado anai tokona kikiri pikwani ngakron gala Karamojong ngai ngona etakanete ikiya tokona nege.
The tarmac road is now here.
Eru kudengolo olo gevi meetingol eyaine.
The electricity is here.
Aki mingene eruchito ngawaya naga eyaine.
The telephones are here.
Aizi mon iriamito wani.
The water, it is raining. I have the figures here in the file, but I don't want my file to be wet.
Abanyevi ngaki pinguna ikiya mona na bukan. Ekirita na buka tingi tingi na yangena ilimilimi mame pitola ngaria. Nya cham tingi to tonga gipi na barwa ngona kirita ngakora ngagipi ngona na yamuni wani.
But I have seen that 51% of the villages now have borehole water.
Nai ante ta ripiki ngevi. Ngereria neni e pointere wani de parito aloto amamia de parito ngato monikan. Ngulu aria mutunga gipi ona vega.
That means that 49% of the villages don't yet have borehole water.
Ingezi na yata mari neni amam ngacho mai aloto amamia ranga to moni mon ankan ko mono bon.
The Minister of Karamoja should find out some of the districts in Karamoja have high percentage, like Nakapiripirit is like 82%.
Abanyevi aloto ama atuko na una districta. Ejenia Minister of Karamoja. Eyang districta ngule pororito kwa nakapiri. Ade parito ngatomani kan kawuni kidiama.
And Abim and Karenga and even Kabong, they have high.
Abimu dang Karenga dang Kabong dang. E pororito alangarin aria mutinga gipi una sega.
Borehole water.
Una ayachu mai.
So here 51% is not bad, but it could be much higher.
Abanye the no danu kinyi puno, amam nyarono no way nai e pedori ake kiari.
So you check that.
Amaikana nai tori pikana ngona.
But I have seen there is also dams.
Na boyongo likini anabarwa limito anga matata indang.
They are all here in the file.
Yakada da dang kitabo ngola tingi ngol.
So this is all part of physical infrastructure.
No da dang heranga krong na takae epitongole bokore ngole ngarere akwapu toriku ngona chie ngona jwa.
But there's also social infrastructure.
Nai ngona ka banyevi akiwa kenda ka duku nyenye tukono kinoi.
Meaning the schools
Ingezi nai akrono kedingu dukulo.
And the health centers.
Pange dakitarin.
All the facts are here with me, but I don't want my document to be wet.
Abange ngakron da dang yakade to me kitabo na yange na ilimilimia. Mama pitola ngari ngevi to do tonga kipina bu.
But the plan is for each parish to have a government primary school.
Nai alo ato ma akizio mongena ngede. Erai ngona ito guaita ngone tubunta na bukani. Erai ayaka we kulanga da ngulu chik. Angolo mukungut.
And for each sub-county to have a government secondary school.
Anya dokario lo jakait.
And technical schools, at least one per district.
Ayaka we kulung ola sinia kanai neni tata ere neni yumere ake tata ngiboro angolo district.
That is the plan.
Arai ngona igeri toy ngona ituguaita loskin toy kede ngona.
What has been achieved is noted.
Ngona erika kin adobakin.
But what is not yet done will be done.
Nai ngona tubokna ngona dang engetayo.
That's why we're asking for your support.
Ngezi na itokona tuko kinti ikitsunu ndere la tamari. Eganga de robo aloto ma ave onaga.
Then we now come to health. In the file here, there are some sub-counties with health center 3s. But you are right, we should have a government hospital in Napak.
to ye Napak adagitari la polo le jamatani to ye to ma Napak.
And the government and the sub-counties without Health Center 3 will get the Health Center 3. I have all the details here.
So ngi jaka oringi jamana ngula nguni ngule rokonyeri amana ya dagitari anini anana lukete keji erika kinongo na adam.
Somebody come and dry up this. You can see Edeke has taken the rain.
Eba na nyevi akuji yokorobo abala area kiru.
Edeke is called what in Akaramajong?
Akuj.
Huh?
Akuj.
Aikuj.
Akuj.
So Aikuj has taken the rain.
Abanye area kuju eri mono akiru. Akadar ni wani.
Now, all this economic infrastructure, social infrastructure is part of the Actopol AQUAP.
Mona that angaria, mona ka angaria kwap. Otere tori kuningi ngike churutak kadang tangara ini tukono kino ya kivyom angalew karia munangalew. Arai ni dadang iboringi ni nyari tai Actopol AQUAP.
And that is contribution number 2.
Mona na I pelungola nyari ngola dubaki apukan ke NRM ingeli ngolo.
To Uganda.
Uganda da dang na I.
But I think you are a very good candidate for you to answer this question.
Abalanye dia ane ke ripigni ayevi abi piria kayevi kaji mu anga kinge ti tedore tevi e bunta kinge teni.
There is now a tarmac road in Matany.
Ane Matany ni were ona pe ipagana e ye kolas.
But do you sleep on the tarmac road at night?
E kengivi e ya e ngule perete lokola de logwa e da ngulu kwa kwaria ngule joto area. That no.
So where do you sleep?
E ba ibe perio. Aye perio. They sleep in their houses.
Now, if you sleep in your house, that means even today from here you will go back to your house.
Abala e kwangana pe ibongo bino de tamari e pereno naka izi quiz. Engi da tamari tari to kona ya la ruya nege angini tunganan e bongori to pere aikeng.
And when you go back to your house,
Nai apeina ani apa kita kayengi ne bongori wani kai kwerla kalia.
the Ichan you left in the morning will still be waiting for you'll find it will be waiting for you.
Abala ngichan ngulu tete ani nyowuni yongo bunila lo to yaka de la kali. Iriamuni yo ke darito.
And it will say karibu nyumbani, tuko hapa, bado tuko hapa.
Yamadina ngichani abogoro ibonguni.
Each one will tell you that there is no sugar in the house.
Aniki kijau to atamari abogo ibonguni ke marunete imone kwari.
No paraffin, no light.
Tamarai tari boringi no ko ine kita chauneta kai emame.
The children don't have enough clothes,
Edu edang yemam akadito ngelawe.
and so on and so forth.
Ke maruna ngakaronda dan kwadi kwadi akayakali.
Therefore, the NRM was very clear from the other days when we were still students.
Abana inyevi ngikarungulu alwana karinga ngidare akaziomani. Abarakini ikachi akizibaka ngatameta ngona ikote ngona kazabakini ngichani lugu.
Many leaders were not clear.
Ngikari ko ngulu alalaka ababiria kena ngatameta pe de bagito ngakrejo.
Even in the universities, the teachers were not clear.
tarike chi ngulu avyomyo neni eboko wani lo university taring kata tamak pa de bagitonga kro lo ngola chayata.
They would talk of development.
Abadicha ruorodi agitopola kwap kidongo neni pay.
Yes, a tarmac road means development.
Kire ekolari erai agitopola kwapa ya onyakolas.
In Mbarara, the tarmac road arrived there 1963.
Mbarara magia aberune kolari ekarunga tomanikani kapia nyuni kolodek.
And there was a pipe to water in the towns.
Ayanga kipi mune kereta anapa ipoi ayakadela tauni.
And there were landline telephones in the towns.
Ayakadena bo ngavi mono da ngona wiana genta lo tauni.
But Ichan was very much in the villages.
Nai ngichaloi abutarito ngichan apakina.
So from that time in the 60s, I myself was very clear.
Abangevi ngekarungulu aringange dare akavyomani abarakini ngakrono achaun anata meta keng.
I started telling people that our people in our area that you people make a distinction between Actopor Aquap in our language, which they say Ntunguka, and Abaru.
Ngekarungulu pei abungele uala ngareni nkaziko ukange to angula apolo katama ele aye karai kita chaunai atamar nyara gitopola kwap kanyo era ya bari.
The Actopor Aquap is ours.
Aloto ama epelungolo gitopola kwap era iberengini yokoda dangangini tunganan.
But Abaru or Ichan are yours, private and personal.
Nai ebari ori abaru kangichan erai iyong angini tunganan anakimikoni anaperitikoni.
Your Ichan is not my Ichan.
Iyo Ichan iyo ule yakale na uyo koni ori lore koni mamu nyarai ngulu keng.
And we were telling people, please prioritize Abaru.
Ali monoginyo apaki edia kita ngetunga atamari borerai kita na ede kitijoto no weki ngarin erai akipitun ebari.
Jesus taught us very well because he said, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, the rest will be added unto you.
Ewana ingulu kiyeni no abu Yesu Kristo itatami ngulu abu peta ngakrokeng kike utema ke waramono ebari.
And we have been telling you that you people, seek ye first homestead incomes, the rest will be added unto you.
Abala tokona wana ekwizi enare marupe pengina kate mari kizi chata mono ekali aloto amake pit emali ebari todo de ngula shekro kuwa paketi.
And that was our message in the 60s, in the 70s, and when we came into the government from 1995, that was our message to all of you.
Abanyevi ngena pe alokaru angulu kolonga ki tari ngulu ngoni ngulu alokidi ngulu tari tokona erai eporoto epei.
Now there are people who have listened to our advice.
Nai yange tunga ula apoto kiravi ngakrono go kiricha.
Let me start with the ones in the cattle corridor of Western Uganda and Central Uganda who listened to our advice.
Abala na ito kana okangat kingwali kidanga kidwanyen ata
Amazina ninje George Matongo Wangoma Mungu tuhano gwataka shozi ndukutaha umurimo gwanje ndi muri isa nteze mujya kureba nuko itandikira Tataka ndagente bakubya talubo hagwachidan.
I will summarize for them later.
Meirisa. Zakanya. Nagura amataka. Nyuse nazo zankorera ibintu kwenda zashubitiza abana bihereze naturuho kabanza mu nyankore naje nahindura nk'umwata ngo njungu nuko zahanyiranye nazitunga ati njungu ezo ndisikumute.
On our farm, we collect over 900 liters of milk per day, and a liter costs 800 shillings, which is approximately 21 million per month.
You show them that pail of milk.
And a liter.
Bring back the pail. You see how much milk? Let him continue.
Which is approximately 21 million per month.
Now, this man is not educated at all. He's a traditional Mnyankore like you fellows, the Karamojong. But they listen to our message. Of modern farming as opposed to the traditional farming. And you can see how far he has moved. He's a very rich man now. He's selling 900 liters of milk per day. And although the price of milk is low in that area because there's a lot of milk, he gets 21 million shillings a month. In a year, he gets 250 million. And most of the families in the cattle corridor have changed. They are quite prosperous now. But I'm glad even here in Karamoja, some people have listened to our message. There's a man I found in Abim whom I liked so much.
Mr. Korea Dick Ogira. I am a model farmer in Abim District.
We shall summarize his message later.
My village here is called Arangetoy West. Arangetoy Parish, Abuk Town Council, Abim District in Karamoja. The mango trees you are seeing here were given to me by the President through Operation Wealth Creation. I received 200 mango seedlings, and I planted all, and they are all doing well. Apart from this venture, I got money from PDM last year. I got 880,000. And I used 800,000 for buying 10 goats. And the goats are there. They have multiplied. They are now 16. Part of the money of PDM I used for buying cassava stems. Through that money, I've managed to plant 2 acres of cassava. They are now doing well. The first acre, I intend to harvest next year in January. Then for the mangoes, you are seeing, I started harvesting last year in 2023. The first harvest, I got 6 million. That was in June. Then second harvest in September, November, not September, November, I got another 6 million. So last year, from these mangoes, I got 12 million shillings. I've been selling to the people around. Actually, Soroti Fruit Factory has booked this mango. They want me to take these mangoes tomorrow, 2025, to the factory. Actually, I've been selling locally. I've been selling 1 at 500 shillings, 2, 1,000. And people are buying. These mangoes are very good. The mangoes, trees you are seeing here, are giving me money, a lot of money. And I want to thank His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, Karamoja Museveni, for coming up with the idea of Operation Wealth Creation in the country. This is money. I am not going to suffer. My children will not suffer because of this wealth. I call it wealth now. I always harvest, I don't harvest mango. I harvest money, not mangoes. So I want to thank our president so much. And next year, if all goes well, I expect to get 18 million first harvest. And then second harvest, I also expect to get 18 million next year, 2025. So altogether, I expect to get 36 million shillings. And this money I will use for paying fees for
now,
my children.
that man is not in Europe. He's not in America. He's here in Karamoja.
Abala Papa President, ekilengolo ikupete de rongol. Mamunyarai na kwa polaya yei. Mere tari waichie kwa yei Karamoja to mani.
Just by listening to the humble message of Yoweri Museveni.
Nai araicha angara kit apupokin kaki guapakin ngakero ngone pataka ona emai enga woni Yoweri Kaguta Museveni
is now a rich man.
Tokona aruweri akabarani kotera kipupa kerot guapakin.
He took seriously the seedlings we were giving everybody in Operation Wealth Creation, and you see how it has changed his family.
Ani apa kina korune rengeto ulerenge ediak. El koruno na kwap agungevi ya ngakrono pera bolia.
Last year he earned 36 million.
No,
last year he earned 12 million.
Abala geuninge oriamono nga milioni nga tomono ngari.
From the first harvest.
Aloto ma ene ngari.
Banyankole call it omjugejo. When something is delivering for the first time, normally the performance is not as good as later.
Abanyevi ngene tengaria amana kedi angol. Amani kwarikeng. Aboko ikachi alokopo angena nyankwele. Awori arengena nyetakawle kingarin amamnya nye tiroko kwa ngulu guapaginete.
But the second round, second year is going to get 36 million.
Nai ani rimuni nabo ekaru Agboto abungani ale muni ya gallery to providing the linga to dolonga to muni unya ankan ka pay a million.
I want to see whether my people have got somebody from Napak as an example.
Abala achamita ke ake rari ke ya idio tungana na nini era unya ke to de kinet anini ki ya ne Napak ani gona ki.
That is not Napak. That's Napak. Do you have anybody from Napak?
Abala digina nga unya ka prit era yang ta ka go to Napak.
My staff. Okay, let's see the one of Nakapiripirit.
I am called Lokong Emmanuel from Kakamokwe, Naturum Parish, Lorege Sub-County under Namalu and Napak District. When I stopped from my studies, I sat home for around 3 years when I was not doing anything with either government. Little am I knowing God will bring the way of rescuing the helpless. When it reaches around 2020, a rumor of PDM came, and we were the first people to receive money from Nakapiripirit. I received $1 million. I rented 4 acres of land, and I was able to harvest 14 bags. Now from my harvest, I sat down, I see my left and right of myself. I just say, God has given me this reward. I picked 10 bags. That's 1,000 kilograms. I took it to Sorot Market. They bought a kilo at 1,700. Out of the number of bags I took there, I was able to get 1,700,000. When I came back, I have a friend of mine. He has not got, he's having wisdom, he's having knowledge concerning how to rear these things. Because he was once assisting someone from those ends of Kampala, rearing these pigs. He instructed me that you misusing money in other businesses, you introduce about the piggery project. And I bought 5 pigs, at 80 out of 1.7, which is equivalent to 400,000. I remained with 1.3, I picked 700,000 for buying the land. Now I remain with 600,000 out of 1.7. I remain with 600,000. Actually, I first topped it to my small business. I first used it for around 2 months, 3 months. Later on, now I will really, live when you are moving. Because of having no market in our place here, and all my pigs, they are 20 in number, because I have a target of accumulating these things, these pigs of mine. Because I saw my mother's land, my home here, has no house, which is either semi-permanent house or permanent house. That's why I was still struggling with my possibilities of accumulating these pigs here. Up to that time, it reaches time for me to sell some. I build my house in the front here for operating the business. We in Karamoja here, as we don't have customers.
So Lokong borrowed 1 million shillings from PDM.
Lokong abu kelepa million alo PDM.
He had nothing. He had left S4 and he had been sitting at home. So when he heard of the PDM money, he applied. When he got it, he didn't even have land, his own land. So he rented 4 acres of land from somebody else. And he planted something I have never heard of called grams. And he harvested 14 bags. And he sold 10. And got 1.7 million shillings. Somebody who had just borrowed 1 million now had 1.7 million in a very short time. And then somebody advised him, say, you buy pigs. So the one part of the 1.7 million, he used 400,000 to buy 5 pigs. Yesterday we were with him. He has now got 100 pigs now. He's now an aberrant. So the appeal of the NRM to all of you. Please, yes, Octopor Aquap is there, the tarmac road, what we are trying to bring and also increase. But please concentrate on Abaru in your house. And I have a model farm, small farm for the government. Let me show it to you.
My name is Dr. Maurice Uchen. I am a commissioner by appointment, deployed at State House, and I've been assigned by the President to execute the 4-acre model. And I've put them so far in 10 regional zones in the country. Now, the 4-acre model is an idea conceived by the President to guide our farmers on how to utilize their small acreages of land so that they can earn more money through intensive farming. And here we are talking about enterprises that have good yields and high income for their household. So we have the fish farming, which is one of the enterprises that can be done near the water without interfering with wetland and tampering with water flow. Then we have the zero grazing unit. On the other side, we have the coffee, we have the banana, and also a household needs food crops as 1 acre plus fruits. So this idea of the 4-acre model is to support income for the household. And as I will go into the small mathematics, you will know that it's capable of pulling somebody out of poverty. Now, specifically on the fish pond, here is about 20 by 50 meter pond, 1,000 meters squared. After finishing the excavation, we stock 10,000 fish. We feed it for about 8 to 9 months. In the north, which is warmer, the fish grow faster. And in the west, which is a little cold, you add 1 more month to reach the same quantity of grams. So by that time, the fish will be about 800 grams to 1.5 kilograms. In the market, the fish which is 1 kilograms or 800 grams here costs about 10,000 shillings. So having stock here 10,000 fish, by 10,000, somebody will get 100 million in 1 year. And then when you subtract other cost of managing, which is roughly 30 million, if somebody can be able to save 70 million
Now you can
on this
hear,
fish pond.
you can hear my small farm in Lango.
Ke radina ito kana apa muna bungevi akaziko to onga yei lango.
This is not in Europe.
Nege emam mere wala yei.
It is not in America.
Mam nyara tara America yei.
It is here.
Yei na kwa Uganda diete yok.
Post office box Lango.
Eni na yebo koi lango ngeni ni ewe ya amani ko ringol.
I have a few activities there. I have 1 acre of coffee.
No background itia wala mani ko ringol eyeye ekawa emwanyi.
1 acre of bananas.
Eyeye epeyeka ola emototo.
1 acre of fruits.
Eye ka epey ola ngaraito.
Then some 8 cows in the shed.
Eyana bonga tukungadi ona eguakenta eneni ngakanika uni bon.
But also fish farming.
Nai abokakinta etare neni ange kwalia.
Now from the fish farming alone,
Aloto mamono nge kwalia bonot.
my people are getting 100 million shillings.
Ngevelinga ngulu lomuntu ala kwalia make a milioni na miat.
So I am appealing everybody
Elipit
that please chase each and from your home.
Ona akadia kit ebe eritading ichan alokalia.
Now this is the third word, third contribution.
Nai arai nege akwa pungine mam nya karitino oyalo to ma polo.
Ekivir, number 1.
Ona bala ona boko ona itia tenare ni peludine ulite mario. Ekivilinga reni marete.
Number 2, Octopor Aquap.
Ena igwapa gini ekivil era gitopola aquap epelungole ngetakintai.
Number 3, Abaru.
Ena igwapa gini erai abaru ngedingina ngauni.
But there's another word which I cannot go without telling you.
Anga erkonge ayangonye gologine erueri eyayi abale ata ka pei ene amaike na
This is etich.
Iborengini bale they teach.
Because you hear people talking of etich, jobs.
Abala limuni ngona limitere ngitichizio abubi angana pake bokoi ngitichizio.
Nobody bothers to inform us where the jobs come from.
Nai mama lo kidingio ngini emitake nit a bongo kini atamara itoru nuni etengitichizio nguli elimito oni ngulo ngitai.
Let me show you where the jobs come from.
Ekata tamikina iko ne ekata chaiki ngirotini nguleo apani anata ngitichizio.
Let's see a young minister from Bunyoro.
Welcome to Kamai Demonstration Farm. My name is Fred Biamkama. I'm a member of Parliament of Bugangezi West Constituency, Kakumiro District. We are now at our 4-acre demonstration farm. The land we have here is approximately 4 acres. This is a farm we started 2 years back here, 2.5 years back. And on this farm, we have half acre of pineapple, has 6 cows for 0 grazing. We have poultry, about 25,000 birds, but only 11,000 are giving us eggs. And we have 1 acre of grass. We have piggery, those are very many. And 1 acre of coffee mixed with banana. Where we are, this is the 4-acre model farm. I did this activity to teach my voters, to lead by example, so that my voters can learn what media the president tells the public. This is an initiative I learned from the president sometime back when he sent me to learn to Kaumu, to Kisozi. I copied what I copied, this is what I came up with. And you will see as we move, or that side, this side, that's my 4-acre model farm. the house as well. I don't sleep here, but if I would sleep here, the house as well is seated on this 4-acre model farm. When you look at poultry, out of the 25,000 birds, it's only 11,000 giving me eggs. Others are soon giving me, and I get 302 trays per day minimally, because 11,000 birds are supposed to give me 366 trays. But because of the feeding method of deep litter, I don't get all the eggs. I get 302 trays per day minimally. Then I sell in a month, you can get enough net profit of 55 million, because you get 108 million, but you can't get all that. You have to buy feeds, pay workers, pay electricity. Remain with 55 million net pay. When you get the cows per month, these are 6 cows. Each cow minimally gives you 20 liters. So when you get 20 times 6, that's 120 liters per day. 120 liters per day, for us a liter here is 2,000, because we sell each cup at 1,000. So you get 2,000 times 120, you get 24,000 per day. So 24,000 per day, when you multiply, you get about 7.6 million per month. But 7.6 million per month, you cannot save it. You have to get 200 to pay these workers, sometimes even the drug for spraying. That is zero grazing, you spray for ticks and other things. At the end of the day, you remain with a net profit of 6 million from the cows for zero grazing. So this is our grass. Here, 1 acre of grass. This 1 acre is enough feeding our 6 cows. And our cows are feeding well with this grass we have. When you get like the half an acre of pineapple, look at the piggery, in a month, I can get about between 150 and 180 piglets. But those I don't sell, I give to my neighbor's prayer. When you look at coffee, we normally harvest 12 million. We normally harvest 12 million from 1 acre, because we're just starting up the harvest. We had the first harvest, and when you get about 12 million, but when you irrigate very well, and you have fertilizer, you get between 18 and 24 million. From 1 acre, coffee alone minus banana. And this banana, at the end of the month, you can get about 1 million, 1.8 million. But I don't sell my banana, I use it for eating. So I simply get my coffee to ensure the other 12 million I'm telling you, which we are getting from this 1 acre, because we have tested it where you receive. And here,
now,
current.
That's what I wanted you to see. This young man started implementing our message 3 years ago. Four acres, 1 acre of coffee, 1 acre of fruits, bananas, and also some cows in the shed.
Abala nye kai ngomono bon eya ne ngaraito eya ine ekawa kore mwanyi eya ka ne ge nge baren eya ine ge mototo,
but also poultry.
Ai ni kenyi dang e kwa nkokori eya to mane peine
and piggery.
Ni pege dang ne peine.
He gets a lot of pigs, but he gives them out free to his constituency people. So what he sells are the eggs and the coffee and the bananas and the milk. From the eggs alone, he gets 180 million per month. But when he deducts food for the poultry and all that, He remains with 55 million shillings profit.
Abana inyevi ana yela marwala delinga alu imuje to robonga barina dang imuje to ngokoro idang iboro ngule atachere ngatunga ani kelo to ngulu do ngete idonga po idanga milionini ato moni kan ankan.
In a year, that is like 700 million shillings from eggs alone and profit.
Nai ani edo ada ngeta kini akaru to ada pa ngelinga lunga milionini ngame anga kanikari aneni ara na be yeibon ala po ida ngola ngabe yei
without including the coffee and the others.
Pai maritai kawa oriamani kanyi boromu bichengule jato mani.
But what I wanted you to see are the people he's employing now. Let's see those people again.
Kengwalekeze mononga twangulu to kana ile ule nyamete mchara nini kekile ayongolo.
This young man who had no job himself is now employing 26 people.
Olena yo kile ngolo ala ka ngalu pangon apa mangin. Ngetunga atomani yare ankani kapi enyamete mchara aloto magitiya amani koreken.
So the Abaru of Biamkama has now created ethics for other Ugandans.
Ekilengo lenyar tangel Biamkama aloto ma akukuranu tukeng atolom aloto ma una itiange atolom ngitichizio poterenge tunga nguluche nguluto wana itiete nyamete mochara anini keng.
Even Lokong, the one who we saw a little while ago from Nakapiripirit, is now employing 5 people.
Tarele diango takabo ko Lokong anaka pirit ngole ruaranin. E yakarinketi yakamule nyamete ngele anini keng nguluti yaite aranga tunga kan. Ileje tenini keng.
So if you want to know where ethics comes from, it comes from Abaru.
Anai wanulu ekengeta nini yangi tichizio. Elo munete aloto ma akipite bari. Elo munye tichanini pianini.
This is now Abaru of commercial agriculture.
Araito konana ga Abaru ngena akipite ngebarene kangi kinyom aloto ma ekwa kichuruta.
On a small scale.
Nai geuni cha yomono anini pedorite ngineri nikwe.
Let's see the factories.
Engwalikene nabo neni angachuma yangona itata itengiboro. Akaidu na guru kona angachuma. Engwalikade lodinema.
First freeze there. What you can see there is a town of factories.
Arai mwana yangaunta yalang ariniyok. Arai neni lomito ngakai oneni lomito neni tata erengiboro.
Ni ambale.
Eyale ngulu iloso mbale yanga grongono yanga kaidimono to town mbale.
All those are new factories created by the NRM.
Alo mari berengin dadang nyo ngacho mai what are na rema uningi tata engul dadang ilele bangatungane ni tiete tiama.
Now here we have gone inside one of the factories. Freeze it there. Freeze it.
Abalaki to ruo monene na ma kengwalike na moni right to ma nyeje to ma itete ni merineni.
That is inside one factory.
Now
you see how many young people are working there. So when people talk of ethics, tell them that you don't confuse us. Museveni was here, he showed us where ethics comes from.
Ebe ewari teti tema yonga nikizi bibiria ngatameta eruorota kae Museveni eni ya muni erengitichizio.
The other day with Mama, we were coming from Moroto after the rally, and we saw a big number of young people coming from the other factory, which is still coming up.
Abala bien anye nyuno ka mata janete alo Moroto eponi agi pere morulinga. Apa kitori ngoni arenge lo mineni kidinge wani ka Moroto. Now
those who confuse you talk of government jobs. Government jobs are very few. If you put together all the government jobs, they are 480,000. But these factories which have just started coming, are already employing 1.3 million Ugandans. They are employing 3 times more Ugandans than what the government is employing. So therefore, this is the 4th contribution NRM has done to Uganda. There are 3 other contributions, but they are all in the manifesto. NRM teams are coming, they will bring them to you. I want to end today by talking about the issue of free education in government schools. For a long time, I wanted free education in government schools. From 1996. And for some years, children studied free in the schools. I've got a number of people who came through that system. But the school managers kept bringing back charges. Until now, when everything is money. You had Lokong here saying how he had left school because he had no money. Now, because I was not convinced that changing money is necessary, I decided to start my own experiment. Another experiment, because I've already done a number of others in Kisozi and other areas. So I started skilling hubs, and one of them is right here in Napak here. Where I trained the children free of cost. And whether I don't know whether some of my graduates are here. If they are here, they can come and give us some testimony. One boy and one girl are enough.
NRM waye, Museveni waye, Mama Janet waye. I'm by the names Anyago Helen from Napak. I want to appreciate His Excellency and Mama Janet Museveni.
Speaking the local language, they will translate for me. Speaking the local language.
Your Excellency, I've forgotten the language because I've been traveling.
Oh, okay, speak. Speak English then.
I want to thank His Excellency for skilling me. I was a mother of 3 kids. I dropped out from school from P6 and I joined the hub. I want to thank you so much because in the hub, for us we don't pay anything. We eat for free. Even beddings are there, bed sheets are there. No one should lie you that you have to pay something to join the hub. The hub is for free and food is there. I want to thank the state controller, Madam Jane, for making sure that people don't sleep hungry in the hub. And I want to thank you very much because as for now, me I did tailoring from the hub there, but now I'm also employing the young mothers, 3 of them. And through the work, Your Excellency, I also have my challenges. I have a challenge of a locking machine because at times we get an order of making uniforms for churches. But you find that the work goes slow because I only use these machines. Thank you, Your Excellency, for God and my country. Museveni!
Translate for in the local language.
When I loro iko kuyegeni, abala abungevi, Ochagunya lo skulu eringaranga klavi anka nikape ibon. Abunge nabotari oriamu ngedwe ngiuni. Kiriwane ringare. Ani ngonya ngari skulu logo ngola ya uni papa president. Abunge vi oloma lo skulu logo. Oriama odo ena kaagi donyo ngelawi. Toko na etiya ngila donyo ngelawi. Eponene te taringi kanidai ate marito donyo kino ngelawi. Ado nyingevi kakwana nini etia ngevi aka yina etia ngevi ay ezi tia ina bongevi anyara una bonge ngetungangi uni ule atachi ngevi akngara ngevi abana hii yato ni zadio ama machine na ina tamare ya utungelo ulalala tanta machine na eruono we na burbura ngelo we ona talakana ngi papa president angona kaina ngevi alolom aya kauto malo skullo nyata icho mambo yake moja yai ele ya makro anyara etala ka ringa pukano we papa president.
Okay, let's hear the boy.
Museveni oye, Museveni oye, anagam oye, etala ka te akapolo Museveni.
You will summarize. Let him speak.
Okay.
Let him speak. You could summarize later.
Alaka tayaon abuto makata moja. Abu yom paka senior 4, batana ya ngeta kini paka senior 6. Tonga pa ile na lu yakat. Abu boy kilo de epikatu. Am to na pada taya dalo school. Altona ki at no way. Lakini abua ayata yaona program na kaabu toma napakane atike ata kaya kade apply nga abuna itia ayaka pa kala district ni apa na kashama kineta ana yakadia na abama ekedia ona nga jok boda da ye to mama am bedini ekipie dia kibiom abu adeta kim na ka kizubung bodo abu ang apedo atko na kim na kakibu nkisholongo ama toka dana kaya ora ta kiwalinga kapiri dia ko elinga apiri dia ta kapolon kajandanye aketo dikinet ye kinga mani da wona da ya ontoma kaya wa nini keng kana kitala ka dengin ayana kinang apa anak ko na kiyarna kama rinda apa abuang anikat ka kama obuking ane ngeboiki lakini elimok akwa detish akabati ki angat ko de tish ala to me daktai to ma lakte etia ada le chini ngama to kai ke ya lo pia na bua apedo ki ada patin ni wa to sia tungan akil na da ngat ko nya kan anede akapolo ni ngerabu akana jang akilingin pa yenya ambo da yenya no abala ko ndi muka ke nanga sia mogo ngede ko na akilingin bon lakini amam to uriano akapolo ni bote no we ngitanga de ye mipaka ngalen apatana kitu bua shatikat abu otubwa kero tangole uriana akra kidolo Kampala otubwa ne piana lo kitede abu apedo tokana eti angang labio inkani kauni ala to me daktai kana ideta changi di linga eti ya to ma akata yishalu akata shu lakini engi dia kapul na pebon akngata kinet apeda kidia tu ningi di linga luela ngito ngame angkan na pe one ajoni ato mani lakini akabuita angare rai neni etia yo bon kana peda ngakitia oningi linga tak ngata kini ngitunga ngulusiada kepelegi akapolo na ngata kena ebi ape million ngame angkan bon agawane akakia ta entane atala kaya no way aga ngata kya ala de kapolo anade moye agolo kina entane.
Your Excellency, the testimony of the youth is that he had dropped out of school at all levels and he had nothing else to do except to stay at home. But when the program of the skilling hub, the idea that he could get back to the school and enhance his knowledge, he went to the district and he was privileged to be given an opportunity to apply. Now, once in the school, he enrolled for carpentry and welding skills, which he has since completed and acquired. After the course, he came out and he is now an employee of Matani Hospital in the area of welding machines, including vehicles, vehicle repair. And he says, if there was an opportunity, some of these exhibits, he has come with some exhibits, but he is appealing to the population that he is so useful. Some of them have broken utensils at home, and that they should find him within Matani town, and he can repair their household utensils. Then, of course, he says he still wants to open a workshop for himself. Currently, he has saved 500,000 from the current employment. His desire is to acquire a capital of 1.5 million Uganda shillings so that he sets his own workshop and invites other youth to come and join him. And the rest of the message is telling the people is that for him he had thought this is status, this new status of his, being able to repair vehicles, to weld, to do carpentry. He thought it could not be done anywhere apart from going to Chambogo in Kampala, which was too far from him. But now he's here standing before all of us to testify that this knowledge he has acquired was right from here, within Napak, within the reach of the population. And he's very grateful to His Excellency the President for bringing this opportunity and hope to the young people of this land.
My appeal now to all of you NRM supporters is that in the next government, we should insist on free education in government schools.
Balana itokana ayeni atamari yadda da raka zingulukan alato ama pukan ngana taparaj elomuni ikida ngana rikagina da wana da woni ngezi ama ekena tolodi na ngona ka atamari tozi o mange do epe ta chete ezukulu.
Because this money, the school charges are really murder against our children.
Abala Papa President, anarai, aki wakini eta shit, ikuana kakiara ngebiara kiara.
Because you can see how easy it is to destroy the future of these young people like these ones here.
Ekingwaliki na yate mari, matro na yauni eta shit, arai nene arai, aki tonga piar, aki yara, angedwe eroka edidak, eko angulupe ikona, engwaliki de dalang areni kudi ane peane.
Like these young people, they had no hope. But when I gave them a course of just 6 months, they become very productive people. You can see what they are doing on the products they are producing. Some of these products, Uganda was importing them from China, from Dubai, from Italy. Now, the shoes, the furniture, the hospital beds, some of them we are being imported.
Tokana ngamuk una itia wane ngekida ngekita ngulo epotio tonga beru kangi kicholongo ngabela ngarekia dadang arai ngeboronglo ayuni yalo kingani muchuru.
Now they are all being made here in Napak after just 6 months.
Na ngeboronglo adalu pani wa mene tengi muchuru aya yanga kipi tokana itata wane aloki dingi Napak.
You can see therefore the damage these school charges are doing by blocking so many young people. Therefore, my words for today are the contributions of the NRM, 4 of them.
Ngona eke wonitu no hoi etogogongit arai makronga umon ona ipeludine muliarika kanarem.
Ekivil number 1.
Ekivil ngedingareni.
Actopor Aquap number 2.
Actopor Aquap ngedigwapa gini ekivil.
Abaru number 3.
Abaru ngedinanga uni.
Etich number 4.
Ane ni eri amuno etich ngedinanga umon.
And free education number 5. So I appeal to you to support NRM. So that we consolidate what we have done. And do more. Now, before I finish, I want to thank Mama. When she volunteered to come to Karamoja, she's the one who volunteered.
anarai abuto chamanye rariata mareri rimundi nge Karamojong todo lo nge dalo pepa nyari damari orukwewi tala kariti nge no hoyi ekemena head.
Another minister whom I had appointed had declined.
Abala akemata aberukenge ayedeke minister ngola diringe dikale mata mari orukutu ka nge Karamojong nai abungolo kikutukutu ododona yakemata tamari abuniara nge.
He had said that appointing that person to Karamoja was a demotion.
Amare ebe ani ko cholo tamarai aye minister ngola de kangari ni nyebuna kemata.
But Mama volunteered to come and
abu
be.
Minister ngola ta jemua abuna rara ona minister Karamoja tama be rai beringini era meni nai abu aka beru tama ke akara ngi Karamoja apakina.
And she made a big contribution, especially in two areas.
Kanai apakina yakare ake matala alo abu kiti yang akron ona umakena alo to ama ngiroti ngari.
Especially in the area of water, including the dams, and in food security. When she was here, Karamoja was beginning to sell food to Mbare. Now, when she was here, some of the dams finished were at a check. At a check, Earth Dam, 2.1 billion liters. Nakumama, Varetang. Now we are planning Lopei. 135 billion liters. The dams are good. But where we are going, we are going to see how to have individualized water. Like Lokong, the one you saw there. Those pigs of his can't go to the well. He needs water near the house. Or as you saw Yamkama irrigating his garden. We are going to have already told the government how to work out that massive plan of individualized water supply especially for production. So I thank you, the people of Napak. I call upon you to support the NRM. The rest will be done. I saw some pledges here. PPS, they are talking of pledges of Matani Hospital. These are old pledges.
ayanga chekro aji pari ngata mari ngicheli nga ikintinge di matany ebe roko
PPS
mete nyodoluno abala ngetunga nyomono da.
Get in touch with the chairperson who was speaking so that you get the facts and we solve those problems.
Abala echa manolete ki uni ngaro na angeli ngule ikinta matany ndo roko nyodoluno amaya na tori chokini kanga tawla na pidike.
I've also been hearing about the cows which were raided from protected kraals.
Abalanga chekro na jipanyi takaya kia untai ngatu na poni to the atam kokolak do dakintai lo barakidia.
PPS, that must be handled by the Attorney General.
Abala chikageniti tuanya na pidikeng. Yuga pakeni abala yuga pakeni agro nogu toloto lo adipo kete lo ka pukani ngolo wekeni agro one yana pukani.
Those old cases must all be resolved.
Ni borongulu ada ngulu rokonya do bagena mamo ni piyorodi ado bakinyo.
Alakala noi.
Talakar tinge de wanda adang.
Enare moye. Napak oye. Karamoja oye. Uganda oye. East Africa oye. Let's have the flag, people.
NRM oye! Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for being the father of the fatherless and for integrating Karamoja in the life of Uganda. We can now have the flag bearers. Can we have the flag bearers coming forward? These are Honorable Faith Nakut, woman member of parliament. Honorable Ngoya John Bosco, MB Bokora South. And Honorable Ochap Peter Ken. And Mr. Kodet Paul, for LC5 chairman. They are all incumbents and they are all flag bearers. The people are thanking you for the good job that you have done for NRM and for the people of Napak. Can we have Honorable Faith Nakut wear the flag?
Come.
Nakut oye!
Ikalagara no oi. Muda angkumai. Arangola machar atamar. Eni torito erikane. Ibu pete ba. Ikalagara. Oloche Honorable Ngoya John Bosco. Olare MP ngola Bokora County. Eke yokoni oye. Ngoya John Bosco oye. Bokora County oye. Eke lagara boko yo neni torito enen. Akamai muakinet neni torito enen. Oloche Horikamar. Honorable Ochap Peter Ken, MP Bokora East. Horikamar oye. Peter Ken oye. Bokora East oye. Enen neni torito enen. Bas Bunai Babagawi. Jopak. Kodet Paul oye. Napaka oye. Jopak oye. Kijau na papa bendera. Ina re machar ka agmai muakinet. Ele na ing Bokora neni torito taparaji nen. To chaite kalagara no oi. Your Excellency, we request that you probably finalize with the photo session. A picture. Meanwhile, Your Excellency, your artists are requesting that you could take a photo with them. The artists are headed by artist Kenzo Kenzo, please be ready there. We thank you, Kenzo, the artist, for the job you are doing, mobilization and generating morale in all the rallies of Karamoja. Thank you. Your Excellency, we want to take this opportunity to thank you for winding up your campaign trail in Karamoja. I must say it has been very smooth. The people are enthusiastic. They have already assured you. Now what is left is for us, the NRM structures, to go deep in the community to mobilize votes, starting with the NRM conferences at parish level using the NRM structures. Your Excellency, the strategy has worked. Use of NRM structures in mobilization. It will yield results. Thank you very much, Kenzo and your team. Very quickly, and then we can sing the national anthems.
NRM Oye! Thank you, Your Excellency, for teaching the people of Uganda and for showing the young people who dropped out of school that dropping out of school is not the end of the day. They can be given skills, and through the skills they can employ others, or they can get employed themselves. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. You are the one who is good to be here. Because they bring the anthems, you are the one, you are good to be here. No. Your Excellency, you have the leaders of Karamoja. As you wind up Karamoja, the regional chairman requested for a photo opportunity with the leaders of Karamoja, for thanking you for the good job you have done, for reconstructing and joining Karamoja back to Uganda, and giving the children of Uganda hope. Your Excellency, we thank that team, including the retired generals and other leaders. Dr. Lim, we recognize your presence and the work you have done for the people of Karamoja and Uganda. We thank you very much. We thank you very much for the photo opportunity. Just a minute. Excuse me? Thank you very much, Your Excellency. And now, can we have the anthems in reverse order? We thank you very much for coming.
kare kidi kila talakar ta da dang aponare akiriamuni ka papa president ana ito ko ne nyowni ke tena kidi ke kare ke malata no ka la kara itorun robo kidingi yok papa president maegna ni lo di malata no we toloto ni nya jokan tanga kedina yi papa erot tanga kedina yi papa president ke kya nga tinga timun alodinai ke malata ka ko ko kedi ke malata ka ko ke malata ka ke mat napak Tochai napak ke malata papa president baka alo marikinga kama mada ke malata iketino oi gulu ke minade wana na papa nana eja ke matane aringa ke malaita karuentayo eroko ke malaita karuentayo buitinai agitor nikidingiyo aringa papa ka ke mat ke malaita ikaringo koyo gulu ebagito alo marinio kaneke malaita kachi papa president itor na papa president itor kidingiyo malata no oi yiku angeta ki tore yiku bagwa yipichai ula papa president napaka wanye